gonna talk about feelings. So let me take you down into the wormhole of feelings and into a circus. Imagine there is a show that's happening on the stage of the circus. At any given moment, I guarantee you there are multiple people having multiple feelings. If you're really entertained, you're gonna be feeling entertained. The person next to you may be feeling scared because they have a trauma of sorts. Maybe the person next to you is feeling hungry because they're hungry. Somebody else may be feeling frustrated. Somebody else may be feeling bored. Somebody else may be feeling hopeless. Somebody else may be feeling distracted. Somebody else may be feeling whatever else they're feeling. The show, the thing that's happening on the stage, is still the same thing, but we're all feeling different feelings. That thing that's happening out there is called the stimulus. The stimulus means that something is happening on the outside, but within us, we're all responding differently to the same thing that's happening on the outside. Why is that important? Because that gives us the ability to recognize that whatever is going on for me is my individual experience. You're not responsible for it. He's not responsible for it. She's not responsible for it. Nobody is responsible for it. I am having my own individual experience of my feelings. And I also have the control to change it. I can communicate it. I can express it. I can react differently based on how I want to react as soon as I recognize that feeling, that cause that's happening within me. If I'm feeling angry, I don't have to lash out. I don't have to freak out. I don't have to go within. I don't have to withdraw. I don't have to run away. I can recognize, holy shoots, I'm angry. What do I want to do about it at this particular moment? So there is stimulus versus cause kind of thing that empowers us to recognize the feelings that we have. So now what are the feelings that we have? There are two rules of thumb that I'm going to give you right now. One of them is it's generally a one-word thing. And what I mean by that is when we go into saying, I feel like you disrespect me, that's more than one word. I feel like you disrespect me. That's 4 additional words. I'm talking about one word. So one word would be, I feel sad. I feel upset. I feel disgruntled. I feel jazzed, I feel intrigued, I feel interested, I feel open. Those are all one-word things. Rule number 2, it probably does not end with ed. So what I mean by that is disrespected, judged, patronized, misunderstood, flattered. Flattered is kind of funny, but all of these words generally point more towards the thinking part of us. Like, I am assuming you're judging me and therefore I'm feeling judged, but I'm really thinking that you're judging me. So I'm not really feeling judged. What I'm probably feeling when I think I'm judged, I'm most likely feeling upset, disgusted, angry, frustrated, confused, not untrusting, or trusting, whatever's going on for you. Those are the kinds of feelings that we're talking about over here. So 2 rules of thumb. One word, probably not ending with ed, but frustrated is actually a valid feeling because I'm not thinking you're frustrating me. I'm actually just feeling frustrated. So there's some gray area there. Don't get hung up on it. Just kind of check in with yourself sometimes when you are using certain words. Am I actually thinking that or am I actually feeling that? Cool. So now let's dive into the feelings. The feelings are the things that are happening within us. So notice how right now, when the mellow music is playing and when the ocean waves are happening and you're hearing all of those and my pace of the voice slowed down. And you just want to take a deep breath and notice how you're probably feeling relaxed at this particular moment. And how your shoulders are opening up and you're expanding, you're expansive. This is when our needs are being met. That's when our breath slows down. That's when we are breathing deeper. and slower. And these are the feelings that I would call delicious feelings. And then there are feelings that are happening when our needs are not met, when the pace is speeding up, when I'm beginning to talk intensively, when I'm getting closer, maybe into your face, when the music is becoming louder and more intense. A lot of times it's this dramatic music in the Hollywood movies and you're just like breathing really fast, your heart is speeding up, maybe things are getting louder, all of that, and notice how you're just like tense, you're contracted, you're just like sitting like this. That's a lot of times when our needs are not met. Our needs for spaciousness, for clarity, for relaxation, for peace, for expansion are not being met, and so we are contracted. And those are the heavy feelings. Sometimes some people would call them negative feelings. I would disagree with those kinds of judgments, as I would call them, and we'll talk about judgments in the next video. But the negative part actually makes it feel like they're not desirable, but that's not necessarily true, because all of the feelings are really just pointing out to us what needs are happening within us and if they're met or not met. So actually, if I am feeling sad, for example, or if I'm feeling angry, I want to have that feeling coming up because it's telling me that something within me is not actually being satisfied. Some of my needs are not being met. So then it's a pointer to me like, hey, Alona, pay attention to what's happening within you and what do you want right now that's not really happening for you right now. And how can you change and start moving in that direction of actually getting your needs met, so you can get that need met and then land into the delicious land of feelings. So now that we spoke about the feelings, let's dive directly into the feelings. Let's look at the sheet right now. Look at it very slowly and see how it's separated into the top part and the bottom part. The top part being the delicious feelings when our needs are not met. The bottom part being the heavy feelings when our needs are not met. And look very slowly at this list and notice some of the words that are standing out for you. A lot of them will be familiar. Angry, upset, happy, joyful, and all of those will be familiar to you. But what about discouraged, giddy, delighted? When was the last time you used the word delighted? I feel delighted. Woohoo! I feel effervescent. How does that feel within you? Feeling effervescent. And what about feelings like reluctant? When was the last time you said that you feel reluctant? Feeling withdrawn, feeling irked. And if you don't know some of these feelings, like irked is not really a common one that I knew. I actually had to look it up. So look it up and actually try using it. It's super cool when you actually start using those things and then you realize, oh, others also don't know them, or others do know them and they actually are like, whoa, I haven't heard that word in a while. That's super cool. So check out this list, print it out, put it on your refrigerator. Keep looking at it, keep noticing the weird various words that are coming up for you and start using those words. It's so cool. It's so empowering. The clarity on the inside is empowering us to make the change that we want in our lives. So let's go and do it.